Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, ably represented by the TTM and Dr. Akande from the Federal Ministry of Finance and Alhaji Bakar Musa, and also Engineer Maruf, respectively. I want to welcome everybody to this second segment of this supervision mission, which is today, Friday 29th. According to the program, which everybody has it, there is supposed to be presentations of our project implementation report, first by the national MPCT and then followed by Kano Jigawa's staple crop processing zone, and also the Sokoto KB staple crop processing zone. So I'm going to start the presentation. We have two segments of the MPCT. I'm going to start the overall project report presentation, and then we are going to have a detailed presentation by the infrastructure component, which is going to be done by Inderia Usman. So I will continue. Please, can you show up the slide, please? This is report I'm presenting for the National Project Coordinating Unit for the project implementation from implementation to date for this very important supervision mission. So the first page is about the introduction, which is highlighting the collaboration of the federal government on its own policy of the agricultural transformation agenda with the African Development Bank, where this project is formulated to the tune of maybe we are going to reach up to 85%. The next is community value chain. These are the achievements we have recorded in rice, while the base rice, sorghum, and cassava respectively, while the baseline is 1.8 for rice and sorghum 1 ton per hectare and the cassava 10 ton per hectare. The appraisal target is supposed to be 5.05 for rice, 2 tons per hectare for sorghum, and 25 tons for cassava. This is the target we are supposed to achieve. However, our achievement is over and above our own target, up to the tune of 119% for rice, 106 for sorghum percent, and cassava about 136%. So this component has really recorded an excellent performance. We have also created job employment for up to about 3 million against 350 target, which is segregated into male and female about 2 million, and female is about 1 million. And then contribution to national food reserve is about 1.8 million metric tons, while the work we have created, is about 47% against the target of 25%. Land cultivated in total for rice, sorghum, and cassava, we have achieved 323,747.04 hectares against the target of 100 hectares. So we have recorded about more than 300% achievement. Beneficiaries trained in various agricultural value chains, we have achieved about 163,000 against 121,000 target. The next are pictures of our women processing group making confectionaries. And then the next one is still women production, on their own farms, rice farms, and also they are processing gari and some confectionaries. Next is update on National Agricultural Growth Scheme. If you recall, this very important forum in 2022, the project was repurposed, to address the issues of food security in the country, where we supported and we initiated the Nigerian Agricultural Growth Scheme, Agro Pocket, in the 5 states of our project, more than 5 billion. Then at the cost of one Anambra, the target was 14,000 and we have achieved up to about 12,000 farmers. So the implementation of NAX AP of ATAPS was also completed in Adani Omo, and then we have achieved 92%. So the next is about infrastructure development. This is a summary of economic infrastructure achievements. If you see on the zonal basis, Adani Omo first, the target for the road. So for the tube well, they don't have tube well there or earth dam. It's only hydraulic structures. It's supposed to be 300. We have achieved 280. And for the state, some of them are not even paying, like the Anambra. We have a lot of projects there. We have made some accomplishment, but they don't pay. We tried, we appeal. Even some of the responsibility they signed to do it, like the provision of the step-up transformers and step-down transformers. Up to now, they have not provided. By the time we go to this mission, we are going to see at the pumping station some of the issues. I don't know why. I hope we are going to have audience with this government so that we can be assisted. All right. What do you mean?
Okay.
Take this one.
Same reason. What's happening in the number? That
we've done a lot of advocacy. I visited commissioner with the task manager. I visited with the MPC. We will go on our own have the writing. But the emphasis now is we're talking about bringing the transformer so that people will power the pumping station and use the transformer. And we'll be following up. Now they say governor approved the waste to public utilities commissioner finding. The commissioner finding said let them for public utilities requested that he will study that government didn't know that it's a big transformer that you bring back to you. That's where we are at now. I've not got the feedback status. But we were looking clearly to them that this thing not the commission or everything.
okay.
It's all right. Kano State also has.
Yes, I think I like facing the same problem. They just paid, I think, for 2 years, and up to now, there's no payment. In fact, about 4 weeks ago, I was the commissioner, and we have been discussing on the issue of the counterpart funding because they owe about 6 years, you can say. So last time we discussed and we have given the area of the project that was being implemented, especially the last two projects that the Gapan Dam and Bagway, since Bagway and Gapan is under the ministry. So he has been pledging and we have been talking right from there is what will I call it turn down of commissioners. If this one comes, you have started all over, this one comes so that we have briefed him of all the things that are going on. So the problem is saying he sees excellency to see how can they can be able to do. So in short, what we agreed last is after this, we are going to go around with him to all the project that we have commissioned. Because why? We want them to really be convinced that really there is something on the ground that they need to pay that counterpart money. Not to stand in the series of letters that we wrote depicting the projects and remind us also. But up to now, I'm speaking, we cannot get the counterpart.
Okay. You table the matter with him. He will invite the Commissioner of Agriculture and say, let's go and check this thing. And he will pay. But if you are talking to Commissioner, please, that money is not his priority. His priority is get people to follow you. Or you go meet the SSG. SSG, Commissioner of Finance, those are the two people that sees the governor every time of the day. The governor may not see Commissioner of Finance in 1 month. But those are the guys that he depends on to run his government. Because he knows that the FAC will pay. You understand? So he needs the money man. The SSG need to make sure the government is running. So those are the two guys that sees him every day. These are the people we need to go to. I think start from the SSG, talk to the Commissioner of Finance, and then this is the situation. You write to them, chronicle the projects. You can even put some video, I mean some soft this thing for them. So you go there and play it and let them see if they cannot move from their desk. We will take it to their table and they see the importance of giving us the money so that you can do what you need to do. It is not when this project close and we now hand over to them, they will not manage because there's no stake, that they don't have a stake. They can just leave it there. But if they have a stake, they will make sure they integrate it into their what they currently own and then begin to drive it. Please.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. I think the federal government was equally mentioned as far as the issue of non-payment of counterpart funds are concerned. And I believe the only outstanding as far as the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security is concerned is the 2024 counterpart fund, for which we have done a lot of work. And happily, funds have been allocated and amounts have been allocated to all the donor partner funded projects in the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, including ATAPS. And we have just yesterday, informed ATAPS adequately to apply for their for the request of the release of their counterpart funds for the year 2024. And in addition, at the last National Council of Agriculture and Food Security, I also presented an information memo, particularly on the non-payment of counterpart funds by the states. All the honorable commissioners and other stakeholders were there present. So as an information memo, we have generalized most of the states that are owing 2 years, 3 years, and we have adequately brought to their attention the importance, what role the counterpart funds are, playing as far as the management and running of the projects are concerned. So as far as the federal government part of the counterpart funds are concerned, we have informed ATAPS yesterday to apply for their request, and then very soon I think we'll offset that and then look forward to 2025. Thank you.
Value chain has been very wonderful, very excellent. The issue we have is under the infrastructural component, that is under the economic infrastructure. For the social infrastructure, it has been achieved also almost 100%. There is no issue there. For the economic infrastructure, I want to mention that the project has strategized since the dollarization of the contracts and also the extension that was given for us for additional 6 months. The project has strategized that to ensure that those contracts have been completed on or before March 2025. So one of the strategies we adopted is to ensure that our personnel in the infrastructural department, that is our engineers, they are always on their toes following up these contractors in conjunction with their counterparts funds in the zones. So almost every other week they are in the zones, supervising those contractors, and that has been very effective. We have managed to achieve, for example, in Adani Omo, 2 of the contracts that we are thinking they are
yesterday to today were really on course, and so many issues have been brought out and crushed. But time is very much against us, We have done our very best so far, except for the little issues and challenges that were there on the ground. But as I keep telling all the ATASP1 family that the government is still very much looking for the issue of ATASP2. And then the outcome of this very mission, the bank's ranking or grading, as far as this mission is concerned, will be a leeway for the PCU, for the Federal Ministry of Agri, and for the Federal Ministry of Finance to, still push much more confidently as ever before. So please engage all the contractors on ground that are not moving forward for the sake of the farmers, for the sake of the country, and for the sake of ATAPS2, to put in more effort, more extra effort towards completing those projects so that we have a very good rating, very good grading by the bank, which by the grace of God will use to have ATAPS2. Because if not for the force majeure issues, we know the infrastructural facilities that ATAPS are out to prevent, will be a thing that even our great-grandchildren will come and benefit from. So please, we urge all those involved to make sure that we deliver so that the good work will continue. Thank you very much.
They say that when the king bath finish, then all the water is finished. He has finished everything, so I don't have anything to add. But just to thank you sincerely for the interactions, and we look forward to also see what we can see on the field to collaborate on this. But please let us not forget. Let us always think about the people that we are serving. We did a visit to UB states when we were completing a project. When the community, poverty is almost tangible, you can almost go poverty like this. In the car, everybody was crying. Because you see, a picture that never leaves my mind was the woman that was saying that please come and help us. If you don't help us, hunger will kill us. And it was true. It was true. The desert is taken away, and they don't have any support. So these are the kind of people, these are the reasons why we are getting salary. And the kind of people we have committed ourselves that we want to help. So if we don't have these results, then we are not being fair to ourselves, we are not being sincere to God, we are not being fair to the country. So let's do our best. Any personal interest is set aside to ensure that these things happen. And when they happen, we'll be blessed. The least, it will be blessed by God. So thank you very much. And I look forward to a very fruitful travel and mission. Thank you.
My task manager, I sincerely want to appreciate your support for facilitation of this project, your advices, your counseling, the director of PCO also, Minister of Finance, Mr. David, ladies and everybody here that have contributed his fingers to the fire of ATAPS. I want to thank everybody. We have just started the mission, so please we have to better, and resolve so that we can accomplish it. And then at the right time we can be able to, finalize what the work is supposed to be. I pray that God Almighty will take us to our trips, field trips, and come up with well and accomplish the mission. I want to thank the total manager and his team. Thank you very much. So I want to thank everybody. God bless everybody. Thank you very much.